Hello ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie here with Mack and the Movies, offering you this very late installment of the made-for-TV movies series. We started with The Night Stalker and The Night Strangler, both featuring Darren McGavin as Carl Kolchak. We continue with another film under the directorial talents of Dan Curtis, The Norliss Tapes, starring Roy Thinnes and Angie Dickinson. In the midst of writing a book on a recent supernatural occurrence, debunker and skeptic David Norliss has been behaving oddly. He keeps pushing back the submission date and no-shows meetings with the head of his publishing company, Sanford Evans. When visiting the home of Norliss, Evan finds the audio tapes that detail the whole event. Norliss was investigating the case of Ellen Court. Court was the widow of an artist, James Court. After James Court was laid to rest in the catacombs on his property, Ellen Court is attacked by a mysterious figure. The scary part, the figure resembled her late husband. Later in James Court's career, he was mixed up in the occult. Before his death, he was given a ring that was said to allow him to come back from the dead. Did the ring actually work? Is it James that attacked his wife and others? And for what purpose is Court coming back? The Norliss Tapes continue the made-for-TV offerings from Dan Curtis. The film is a simple horror mystery that is very much a slow burn. It takes its time building the characters as well as the tension. The film is a decent entry in the midst of a fruitful time in the director's career, a career that would continue through the mid-1970s and enjoy a resurrection in the early 1990s. Similar to The Night Stalker, The Norliss Tapes has its origin in a story. The original story was written by Fred Mustard Stewart. That story was adapted to the screen by William Nolan. Also like The Night Stalker, narration plays heavily into the narrative, giving it hints of noir and reinforcing the mystery elements. Bob Colbert returns to provide the creepy music score. Unfortunately, the ratings info isn't as readily available as it was for The Night Stalker, but it only makes sense for Curtis's work to be very successful for him to continue to making these types of films. The cast isn't as interesting as either of the Kolchak films, and they play the material straight as opposed to the whimsy of those previous films. Roy Thinnes as Norliss doesn't have the charisma of Darren McGavin. He doesn't have that magnetism for the viewers to latch onto. The same with Angie Dickinson, who doesn't quite play the damsel in distress and can actually take care of herself should the occasion require it. Dan Porter and Claude Akins are serviceable in their minor roles. Stuntman Nick Dimitri plays the creepy James Court, who comes off as a cross between Janos Skorzeny and Lou Ferrigno's Incredible Hulk. Admittedly, I'm not big on this film, yet I can't deny that Curtis knows how to tell a story and gives his films a palpable atmosphere. The sense of dread and uncertainty is heavy with the narrative, and is an intriguing watch. For that, I recommend this film. While the cast and the film itself may not have that same drive as the Kolchak films, this is for those who like their TV mystery horrors a little on the darker side. And on that note, we finish this entry in our made-for-TV series. Thanks for watching. Later today, I'll have a new episode of In Media Res up, where I take a look at 4 films I recently had the chance to view. Next week, I'll have the final entry in our made-for-TV movie series. Stay tuned for after the credits for a preview. Until next time, I'm Mackenzie Lambert with Mack and the Movies. Take care, folks.